Hi everybody, you are watching tutorials. My name is Alex, and in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how to design this flat icon in Gravit Designer, and this is number 2 in series of flat design tutorials. So please head over to the first link in the description and you will see how to design the flat logo in Gravit Designer. Okay, so long story short, let's start with the new document. Alt-N or Option-N on your Mac to bring up a new document panel, or just go to the file New Design. I am working with the website large, this icon 1440 on 900. Just click on this chevron to bring up the drop down and choose this website large, and then click on the icon itself to bring up a new canvas. I'm working with my own with the colors. So first thing first, let's start with the grid. So head over to the document panel and click on this on to bring up the grid. We are using the default grid, and we are good to go. Make sure that you have the snapping option, snap to grid, available to you. So let's start with the R, which is a shortcut for the rectangle. I want to scale a bit my canvas, and I want to create a new first rectangle and set this size, so 360 for the width. I'm using the top part of the inspector panel. If you don't know how to use it, please head over to the Gravit Designer documentation. And for the height, 220 pixels. So I have my design. Let me position it properly. Then I want to convert it to the path with Ctrl+Shift+B, Command+Shift+P. Then I want to grab the subselect tool, click D, and select the top point on the left and push it on the right a little bit, just 10 pixels, one cell. The same here, shrinking down the roof of my cassette. Now I want to select everything, drawing a marquee, and head over to the corner radius under appearance panel and introduce 20 pixels of corner. I can use both slider, or I can use this input on the right, so 20, and click enter. So far so good. Let's create a duplicate with the Ctrl+D, Command+D. So I'm now working with the duplicate of this path, of this corpus, and I want to shrink down the duplicate first. 2 cells from the left, 2 cells from the right. Notice that Gravit will help you with this. 2 cells from the top and 4 cells from the bottom, just like this. And I want to give it new color, something like this. Or we can actually work with the real colors. You can go here. I want to grab the eyedropper tool and first wrap the color 7D7769. This is a color for corpus, and color from my labels here is E8DF9C. Okay, let's continue our tutorial with creating another rectangle, and this rectangle should bisect horizontally the shape, so Gravit will help you with this. You see, it's also prompting me with some small clues on where I should position this rectangle. Also, okay, so it's bisecting horizontally this shape, the label. Now I want to create a duplicate of this label itself, Ctrl+D, Command+D, and select the both holding Shift key. Head over to the intersect boolean shape operators allocated on the tools panel, and from this drop down I want to choose the intersect. Now we have the bottom part, and I want to give it a color as well. So I want to grab the eyedropper tool again and wrap this color FP8075. So far so good. Let's move on. Let's continue our tutorial by creating a new rectangle. This time it's supposed to be 60 pixels or 6 cell of height and 250 pixels of width. So I have 260, which is okay, and I want to change it to 660 here. Pay again close attention to my top part of the inspector panel. So far so good. Let's introduce the corner radius, change it to 24 for this design, and I want to again head over to my colors, and this time I'm using DOB35C. 5C, sorry. Now, okay, now we are going to work with another shape for the circle. So grab the ellipse tool and create a circle. In order to create the circle in Gravit Designer, you need to hold Shift on your keyboard to scale it proportionally. And I also want to hold Alt or Option on the Mac to scale it from the center, just like this. We are looking for the circle with the 40 pixels of diameter, 40 pixels of width, 40 pixels of height. Okay, position it properly, we are good to go. And first I want to a little bit manage my shape my rectangle. Now I want to give it a white color, and then I want to position it like on the opposite side. Again, pay attention that I'm using merely two cells from each side, so 20 pixels from left, 20 pixels from the right. Okay, select them both, looking very nice, and Ctrl D, Command D to bring up a couple of duplicates of these circles. Now I want to vanish the fill and introduce the border, and for my border I want to again rob the color of the corpus first, then boost the border to 4 pixels, click enter, and then I want to Ctrl D, Command D once again to bring up another duplicate. This time I want to increase the border to 5 pixels and head over to the advanced stroke settings under the right opposite to the border near that trash icon. Open the panel. Here I want to first set the position to inside or move it inwards, and then I want to introduce the dash and gap. So for dash I want to use the, I believe, 4 pixels, yes, 4 pixels, and for gap I want to use around 21 pixel. Take a look how it looks right now. Okay, it looks decent. So far so good. Let's select this rectangle and create duplicate again. Ctrl D, Command D. Let's take a look on my layers. Now I want to hold Alt and narrow it down from both sides. You see, from both sides horizontally and now vertically. So it's positioned again into the center of my composition. Now I want to rob the white color and leave it. Okay, we can boost a little bit the corner radius. As you can see, this is because I'm scaling the both corner radius. I'm scaling the corner values. You can prevent it by unchecking this auto scale corner. Okay, so with this rounded rectangle created, and with your circle, grab your circle once again and make a duplicate. Ctrl D, Command D. Let's give it some extra color, like this blue. Okay, and with this duplicate I want to hold Shift and Alt again and scale it just like this. So you see that two cells are intersected here with this one, this guy and this guy. And what I next want to do, I want to duplicate this rounded rectangle in the middle, this white thing. Select them both holding Shift key, and then go again to our intersect command from boolean shape operators. Okay, I created the sum sector here, and I want to give it a proper color. You see right now how it looks. Do the same, Ctrl D, then scale it, then make sure they're intersected, Ctrl D of the rounded rectangle, your circle, select them both, go to intersect, and we are done. Let me introduce also this color. Okay, so far so good, it looks decent. And now we are coming to the main shape again, this corpus of the cassette. I want to make a duplicate of this, Ctrl D, Command D, and then I want to move it on the, pull it on the bottom, squeeze it, and make sure that at least three cells of my corpus and this small thing is intersected. Let me give it some other color. You see, 3 cells. You can also preview it under the outline view. We are good to go. Let's go from the normal view to the normal view. And what I'm gonna do, I want to copy again with Ctrl D, Command D, the main shape, the corpus, then select them both and go again to the intersect. So I want to leave only this part. So far so good. Let's drop the color again from my colors. It will be the darkest color from my palette is 575652. Okay. And immediately I want to create a duplicate of this shape. Ctrl D, Command D, and delete the fill and introduce the border. 1 pixel border is sufficient, but I want to move it to the inside. So again, advanced stroke settings, inside. And this time I am working with the gradient riser. So bring up the color picker, then from this drop down choose the gradient, and then I want to manage it like from top to the bottom, and of course I want to make it like a little bit inclined, you see, to the left. So still my main source of the light is coming from the left. Okay, so this lightish color I want to leave it for a while, but this dark color, actually it's black, I want to just airdrop it from here. And now I want to manage it like introducing, fine-tuning the position of it. I want to now work with the white because the color is way too cold. I don't like it. I want to some sort of grayish, something like this is okay. And now we can create the screws for the corpus, and doing so is very easy. Again, in Gravit Designer you need to grab ellipse. With this ellipse I want to create the minimum possible. It's 10 pixels, so it occupies 1 cell of the grid. Width 10 pixels, height 10 pixels. Pay attention to this. And now I want to introduce the gradient, and I want to blend both this and this color. So let's go to the fill again, click on the color picker, then from this drop down liner gradient, and from the liner gradient, instead of white I want to select this color, instead of black I want to select this color. So far so good. I want to immediately create a shared style. So create new shared style, call it gradient, click create. Okay, with this shared style, what I'm gonna do, I want to first disable snap to grid and create very tiny rectangle here. This rectangle should occupy the whole width and roughly let's say 1/5 of my circle. And this rectangle I want to introduce the gradient shared style first. So select the gradient shared style from the drop down and then go to the fill and change the position to opposite with this icon, like double arrow icon. Change the order of the stops. You see it looks like right screw. It's not the element of the flat design, but this is how I'm usually approached, since if I need something a little bit more realistic than the flat. Now I want to duplicate this rectangle and position it horizontally as well. So hold shift to restrain the angle of your rotation and then rotate it on 90 degrees. Sorry, the rotation is not working properly. Okay, so far so good, it looks decent. Maybe you can consider to change a little bit direction to maybe not a little bit, just for the opposite. I think it's looks far better right now. Okay, so select them all and group them. You can even create some sort of symbol, so you can be sure that changing the master, you can influence all of the symbols that you scatter over the corpus, and we need to scatter at least 4 of them. So okay, let's create the symbol, because I'm talking but not doing. So create a new symbol. This symbol, we can call it screw, and we go to bring up more duplicates, or how we call it, the symbol instances in this case. Okay, our cassette is almost done. Let's bring up a flat shadow, this divider that divides it on the dark side and light side, and also we can create these lines on there. It's very easy. Grab the line tool, hold shift to create a straight line, and then go to the border and drop the color. Then holding shift, I also hold alt because I need to create a duplicate. Move it on the 10 pixels, and then Ctrl D, Command D. You can also activate the snap to grid option. Ctrl D, Command D to repeat this separation over and over again. Okay, now we can work with the shadow, aforementioned shadow that divides it on the 2 halves. Okay, so far so good. I want to cover my right side because the light is coming from the left, as I said, so this one is supposed to be brighter than the right side. Okay, I am working with my main shape of the corpus. Again, Ctrl D, Command D, then select this, go again to the intersect. You see that right now it's solid. I want to introduce the multiple blending mode from this drop down, fill drop down. You can also use it here, blending. And then with the fill, I want to go through some colors, and well, I have a pretty warm highlight, so I might consider to do something like with the shadows, something a little bit more cold, maybe like this. Okay, and finally I need to create a launch shadow. So go again to the corpus, make sure that you select the main shape, pass on the bottom, go to the more, and then shadow from this drop down, and launch shadow. And here I want to leave everything because it's already available, like my light source is coming from the left, and just to boost the length of this launch shadow effect. Nice launch shadow effect in Gravit Designer. You can tune off your grid and enjoy your icon, flat icon in Gravit Designer. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumb up, subscribe to my channel and share this tutorial with your friends. As always, go to tutorials.net to see more Gravit Designer and Adobe Illustrator tutorials. Join Gravit Designer tutorials group, join Gravit Designer users group, see the links on the description and comments. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.